So I've been getting lots of messages from you guys that you're having trouble with the painting in the room activity. So Monday we watched a couple videos, one on reading a tape measure, the second one on how to find area. Okay, so now the help video is really going to be on Tuesday, Wednesday assignments. So Tuesday, the assignment was to measure the room that you were going to, fake paint. So I have a few supplies. I'm just going to use my tape measure, a notepad, and a pen. And I'll use these to record my measurements. So now I've made my way to my room that I'm going to measure. And I will apologize in advance that it is our half bath. The rest of our house is kind of a disaster through some spring cleaning projects, and the rooms are a mess, and my wife would kill me if you guys saw the messy rooms. So I'm going to start with my tape measure, and I'm going to measure this outside wall. To do that, I'm just going to take one end of my tape measure to one corner of the wall, stretch my tape measure all the way across to the other corner, and then I'm going to see on my tape measure that it's about 4 feet 6 inches. So now I'm just going to go to my notepad and put my 4 feet 6 inches down for wall 1. Now I will go to the longer wall. Do the same thing. Take my tape measure in one corner of the room. Get my tape measure clear across to the other edge of the room, and I see that my measurement is 6 feet 11 inches. So now I'll just record that 6 feet 11 inches for wall number 2. Now the good thing about the room that I picked is that it's a rectangle. So that tells me that the other short wall, where the door is, would also be that same 4 feet 6 inches. And wall number 4, the long wall, would have to be that same 6 feet 11 inches. Now the last measurement I'm going to need is the height of the walls. Measuring the height is going to be a little more difficult to record and do the tape measure at the same time. So I'm going to do my best here. So I'm just going to start at the floor. I'm just going to go all the way up to the ceiling and measure. And I know it's probably not showing very well because it's kind of small, but that is 7 feet 8 inches. So just come back to my little recording paper, 7 feet 8 inches. Now I have all my measurements done. So now I'll go to Schoology. Later, I'm going to round that up to 5 feet. Second wall was 6 feet 11 inches. Well, 11 inches is almost a foot. So I'm going to make that 7 feet. And remembering that the room was a rectangle, I'm going to have another 5 foot wall and another 7 foot wall. Then the height of the walls were 7 feet 8 inches, which I'll round up to 8 feet. So now, here it says, what kind of room? Well, it was a bathroom. Now it wants to know the length of the walls. And if you look at this example, I'm taking the 4 lengths, adding them together to equal my total length. So I'm going to take 5 plus 7 plus 5 plus 7. Okay. 2 5s make 10. 2 7s make 14. So I have 24 total feet in the length of my walls. The height of my walls was 8 feet. So now, to figure out my total square footage, okay, if I have a rectangle, okay, the area of that rectangle just equals length times width. So I'll just use these two measurements. So I'll take my 24 feet total wall length times my 8 feet high, and I've already done this on a calculator, so I know that that then is 196 square feet. So that is how I complete. Now for Wednesday's assignment, I'm still going to need this 196 square. Okay, now we're going to do Wednesday's assignment. Now we're actually calculating cost. So to calculate how many gallons of paint you're going to need, you need the total square footage from yesterday. Okay, so I'm going to bring over that 196 square feet. Then it says I'm going to have to put on 2 coats. So I need 2 of those 196s. So I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to get 392 total square feet that I'll have to paint. Then the next step is I need to figure out how many gallons. To do that, I take those square feet and I divide it by 350. When I do that, I'm going to get something around 1.1. Well, you can't buy a tenth of a gallon, so I have to round up that I'm going to need 2 full gallons. Now I'm on to my supplies. So this, I will just go to So for this part, I will just go to Lowe's.com. Okay. I don't want to sign up and save. I'm going to go up here to location. I'm going to put in my zip code. 45750 for Marietta. It's going to find the Marietta store, so I'm going to click on that. So it's giving me the pricing and everything for the Marietta store. So back in Schoology, the first thing I need is a paintbrush. So I'm going to go into Lowe's. Up at the top, I'm just going to do a quick little search. And I'll just search for paintbrush. I'm just going to pick this first one. Here it gives me the unit price. Okay. That I need. Gives me features and everything else. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take that $2.98 for my paintbrush. That's my unit price. gonna need 2 of them. Okay, so that'll be $5.96 total. And I got that just by multiplying the number I needed by the price of each one to get me the total for that. Now up above, we knew we needed 2 gallons of paint. So I know I'm gonna need 2 gallons of paint. I can come back in here to my Lowe's website. Now I just want to search for paint. Okay, what am I painting? Okay, here's all my different options. Okay. And I know I want an interior paint. Gonna go with a satin finish. Don't really know why, just the one in the middle, so I picked it. And then when it comes up, okay, here is a gallon of tintable paint. So that means I can have it colored whatever I want. $36.98 a gallon. So I'm going to bring that unit price over here. $36.98 a gallon. I need 2 of them. So I'm going to multiply. No idea what that is. Okay, so I now have $73.96. I need to do the same thing for a roller, the roller pad, and some painter's tape to paint around the baseboard so I don't get sloppy on it. Then, once I have all of those calculated, then I'm just going to take everything in this total item cost column, okay, and I'll take all those things, add them together to give me my total cost of the project. Okay, hopefully this is helpful. If you need more help, please email me or message me through Schoology, and we'll get your help.